Hey everybody, and welcome back to Investment Honey, where we talk about various crypto projects. Before we begin, as always, I'm not your financial advisor, and we never provide investment advice ever on this channel. So with that being said, if you're new, thanks so much for joining and supporting the series, supporting the channel. If you're somebody that's been with us from the very beginning, certainly thank you for your continued support and loyalty to the channel. So with that being said, if you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. That way you can go ahead and take advantage, of those broadcasts, that I may put out to the community in regards to videos or whatever else, I feel is pertinent to communicate. And if you know somebody that may be interested in what's going on here in the series, and you think they may be able to get some value out of it, make sure you also share the channel and the series with them. And that's how we can go ahead and grow, in regards to the series and get more of this information out to more people across the YouTube landscape. So with that being said, nothing really to talk about, in regards to a review, no big moves, taking place. So what we're going to do, we're going to spend the bulk of our time, in discovery today. So that's what we're going to do right away. Now, the first thing you can see right away, we got to go ahead and take care of, the main screen here. Too much stuff, to look at as far as I'm concerned, so you guys know I like to trim that down. So we're going to go to the gear over here, and we're going to get rid of price. We're going to get rid of transactions, volume, makers. We're going to keep our time frames, and we're going to get rid of the liquidity info, and we'll keep market cap. So when we apply this, you can see it's trimmed down, and I just want to see the age, the time frames, and the market cap. So, and then you'll see as we do some scanning, for anybody that's new to the channel, we'll be able to see right away what's got some activity and what doesn't, based on how we've got the screen set up. So going ahead and looking at the filters, you can see right here, Dexscreener decided to add, some new stuff here. So what I like about this is that right away, if you just simply want to filter, by, whether a token has a profile, whether they're boosted or whether they have ads, you can do that right away. Now, before, what you had to do is you had to go ahead and check on one of these. So right now we're at the main screen. We haven't applied any filters, but if we go ahead and we click on, let's say we want to see all the tokens that are boosted, we can go ahead and click here. And the only tokens that we're going to see right away are the ones that have a boost set up. Now, here's the thing that I would say about boosts. Boosts are always nice to see, that a token has decided to go ahead and pay that extra bit of money, for a boost, but here's the thing, and we know, because I've talked about this plenty of times, that if you go ahead and you look at these that have that Thunderbolt, and the 500, and if you've ever kind of wondered, well, I wouldn't even say that. Never mind. Let's scratch that thought. But this boost in particular, when you see a 500x, I mean, that is a $4,000 boost. Okay, and sometimes we can see boosts, in the 10K area. So again, we're talking about massive money being spent, on those boosts. But I've also looked at channels, where they specify, for people who want to target, I only want to see channels, on Telegram where they can let me know if a token has decided to go ahead and pay for a boost. Now, I've looked at channels, like that, but what I've seen in those channels is that just because they paid for a boost doesn't mean they won't, just because they paid for a boost, let me get my thought together here, doesn't mean it's going to do well. And I've seen plenty of tokens that have gone ahead and paid for these boosts, and they have absolutely just, the charts have looked horrible. So keep in mind that the boost, as I would say, to anybody, it's a good metric to see, that you can see that, obviously they've gone ahead and they paid for the boost and whatnot, but it doesn't guarantee that they're actually going to do well. So keep that in mind, as you consider, how you want to filter, some of these tokens out. Again, we've talked about paying for ads is helpful, paying for the boost is helpful, paying for callers is helpful, having trending is helpful, having the raids going is helpful. All of these things are helpful metrics, but they don't guarantee the success of a token. So just simply be aware of that. Give me one moment. Okay, so one of the things that I want to go ahead and show you, we're going to move into Telegram. I wanted to pull up a channel for you, and that is this one, Dex Boost Alert, and you can see this is the address, for it in Telegram. And what do? They show you, here's a new boost, for this token, MSGA. They give you the the address, for that particular token. They give you the price, the market cap, the liquidity information created however many minutes ago, any socials, if they have it, and then they give you however many boosts that they decided to purchase in regards to that particular token. So same thing, we can go back up here, we can see a new boost, for this token MAG. We go up here, we can see a new new boost for this token ANTY, ANTY, and we can see that they purchased 1,300 total boosts. And then you can also see that this is for the dates, it's today, for when these boosts were purchased, so, and you can just keep scrolling through and it'll show you that information, however many boosts. Now for this particular channel, they don't do anything, they don't post for anything under 500, X boosts. So anybody that you're going to see in this channel, they would have paid, it would be at minimum a $4,000 boost. For as far as, what you're looking for, here in this, as far as what you'll see in terms of notifications concerning the boost information that you'll receive that'll come through in this channel. So I'm just letting you know that, I've watched, some of these tokens and I've seen them go up and I've also seen them go all the way down. So I'm just saying that there are channels that are dedicated to giving you that Dex boost, information. But just as much as that information is out there, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a guarantee that the token is actually going to do well. Okay, so, and, just highlighting that again, as I highlight, in many videos, this is one of the benefits, watching more of the video and not skipping around, because I'm not going to give you a breakdown, in the description of everything that's talked about in the video. But if you do, watch more of the content, you may, get the benefit, of actually, seeing some things that I may go ahead and reveal that may actually be helpful for you, as you're scouting tokens and in your overall evaluation and analysis and, choosing, tokens that you may want to go ahead and explore a bit further beyond the content, or whatever said, here in the video. So, but with that being said, good time to go ahead and give you that reminder that we never encourage you to invest on the channel, but if you choose to, again, we know that, you're engaging with crypto related content, so the likelihood of you engaging in crypto, is likely, but again, we still have to make that disclaimer. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's head into, and I don't really need to go ahead and talk about the rest of this. I mean, it's all self-explanatory. You got your profile here, and these are tokens that are choosing to create a profile, and it gives, just detailed information in regards to the token, the boosts, and then if they decide to go ahead and pay for advertising. So all of that's there. And you can filter, by that, there on the main screen, or you can do it here as you're setting additional information, additional filters, here. So the funny thing that I did notice now is that they don't automatically fill in the liquidity like they did before, right? So in every video that we've seen, what happens? They always go ahead and automatically put in a value for the liquidity. It doesn't look like they're doing that anymore. So everything else, remains open. And I didn't see any other changes, but this is something that's definitely noticeable that they did not have there before, that is now part of your filtering options. Okay, so liquidity, we'll just do like they always did before. We'll put in that 1,000 as a minimum value. I personally think you do want to have at least $1,000 in liquidity. So since they're not putting that in there by default anymore, that is something that we will probably have to do moving forward. So, the minimum market cap, we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to go to, I think, 250. All right. I have not selected my platforms here. I'm going to go with Solana. We'll choose all four today. Why not? Okay. And then nothing to do here on the Dex side because we've got multiple chains selected. We're not going to touch any of these. Okay. I personally, like I said, I don't really think there's any need to. I don't find that selecting I tried it out before. I don't think that finding or that selecting simply, are strictly boosted tokens or those that have paid ads, really is going to keep you in a safe arena, as far as, hey, these tokens are definitely going to go ahead and do well. That's not going to really help you there. Okay. I still think it comes down to, sure, it helps to see the boost and it helps to see the ads, but like I said, can't say it enough. It doesn't mean it's going to do well. I've seen tokens that didn't have the boost, didn't have the ads, and they still went bonkers, so just be aware of that. Pair age, we'll go with the standard, 1 hour. We're going to go out to, let's go out to 40 hours. And then on the minimum value here in the 24-hour change, we'll put 10%, and we'll click apply, and we'll see what we got. All right, so this is where we are. We're going to, again, I always like to point out, we can select the 24-hour here. That gives us the largest amount of gain in the 24-hour column, all the way down to that 10%, just highlighting that this is matching the value that we put in here in this 24-hour change value box. So we want it 10% minimum. It gives us 10% as a minimum all the way up to the max, which is sitting at 56,000%, which I would have to imagine that's just simply in regards to the launch, because you can see all the other values are pretty low. Okay, so but we're going to do some filtering here, just simply looking at the 5 minutes, and so looking at the 5 minute, we can see who's got the most activity here in the 5 minute column. So we'll look at SLED. All right, so we'll open that one up in pixels. Oops, just about missed that one. Pixels, we'll open that one up. Fart Dragon, sure. Coal Hat, let's see. I don't know what this one is, but they got a pretty decent boost going on, so we'll take a look at it. Oh, Anti, as a matter of fact, when we went into that channel, we could see that, yeah, so here you go. And that's the token, right? So we'll head back on out here, and let's see here. Soul Audit, sure. Evergrow. I remember Evergrow, some time ago, and they actually did pretty well. But I mean, we're talking it's many months, ago. So that clearly is not the same token. But let's see here. What else do we have? We got Collab Coins. Sure, we'll open that one up. CZ Fund. Okay. And then here we're getting into the minuses, on the 5 minute, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. All right. And let's see here. Cartoon AI. We're going to leave the rest of these alone, and then we're going to go back into our filters, and we're going to make some adjustments. Going to go to 51, and we'll just head on out to 500, and that'll cover our max market cap that we typically cover in any given video. All right, so here we go, and let's see here. We're still sorted by that 5 minute. Okay, so, and obviously we heard about, Elon releasing, Grok 3, which is supposed to combine, several different, features, of AI into making it apparently the smartest AI on the planet. So this is Grok 3 deep search, and deep search or deep analysis is part of the feature set in regards to the new Grok, if you were not aware. All right, and we got this one, Infinite Money Glitch. I don't think we opened this one up, so we'll do that. Let's see, Basilisk, no. Tom and Jerry. The thing about these Tom and Jerry coins, I have never seen one actually do like super well. So it's still an accomplishment that it's over 300K. I will give it that. But we'll still take a look at it. And then this one is one I've been hearing about, the Wee Kitten. They got a pretty decent social presence, what is it, on TikTok, but they've been kind of sitting in this area, for a little bit, so I'm going to go on. Well, let's still take a look at it anyway. I don't know if this is the OG one or if this is, a different one. I have no idea. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to take a look at some charts, and we're going to make sure that we've got at least a Telegram, and then we'll start moving into looking at the channels. All right, so this one looks okay. And then Pixels, let's see what we got going on here. This one looks okay. They got a Telegram, we'll keep it. This one is Fart Dragon. Let's see what they got on the 15-minute. Chart looks pretty decent. They got a Telegram, we'll keep this one too. This one, no Telegram, so that's going right away. Anti, all right, so look at the 15-minute. Let's look at the 1 hour. Okay, chart looks pretty decent. We'll go ahead and we'll keep this one too. All right, and then, oops, I wanted to make sure, yeah, there's a Telegram. Good. And then for Soul Audit, let's look at the 15-minute. All right, this one looks pretty good. And then for Evergrow, they've got a Telegram. Chart looks pretty decent. All right, and then Collab Coin, this one's got a Telegram. Let's see what the chart looks like. Looks okay. Looking at CZ Fund, let's look at the 15-minute. This one looks pretty good too. All right, and let's see, 15 minutes. This one looks okay. All right, and then Infinite Money Glitch, looking at the 15-minute. This one looks okay as well. Tom and Jerry, let's look at the 15. This one's pretty bottomed out right now, so I think we're going to leave this one alone. And then this one can't be the token that I was thinking of. I mean, it's a version of it, but like I said, it still remains that, We Will Be Kitten is something that is trending or has been trending, on TikTok, so, but this can't be the right chart. So I'm going to leave this one alone. All right, so next thing we're going to do, we are going to take a look, at their channels. So we're going to go ahead and move into Telegram right now. All right, so we're going to click this so we don't have to consistently do that every time we look at a channel. We do get a verification portal here, which is good to see. All right, so right away, we got evidence of a raid, not a big one, looking for one bookmark, one reply, one retweet and 6 likes. So it looks like they're making some progress, here on the indicator, so as we can see. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to keep moving up. We're looking for the last buy. That was 11:39, so that's 2 minutes ago, according to my clock. We're looking for trending and not really seeing any evidence of trending right away. So, all right, let's take a look at the pinned messages. So at one point they were trending. This is saying 8:04, but is this today or yesterday? Okay, this was today. So, but you can see they're at the bottom of the leaderboard. So let's take a look. You always click on the link, make sure that we can see if IMG is there. So they were here, but it looks like they've fallen off of the leaderboard. So, all right, so we're going to go back over to Infinite Money Glitch. And so what we know is that they were trending at one point. All right, so they've made, some update to their website. All right, and so not much going on in the pinned message area. That's okay. So we're going to go back out and we're going to close this. And, for this one, they got the raid going, no boosts. They were trending, they're not trending anymore, but it's encouraging to know that at least at one point they did pay for trending, which, that's good to see, right? So with that being said, I think what we'll do is we'll set a couple of alerts on this one. So we're currently sitting at what? This is saying 461. What's the tab saying? Tab says 461. So that's what we'll go with. We're going to go right away to market cap. 461 is what we're going to put in here. Copy that. And we're going to go to 480, on the indicator alert. And then on the under, we're going to go ahead and paste our found market cap in there again. Going to go to 400K. So pretty decent, deviation, from the found, but that's okay. We'll see if it triggers. All right. So we're working backwards today, I guess. Grok here, we're going to go ahead and take a look, at their channel. See, they've got a boost going on. They've got a raid here. Man, this is a pretty big raid. Looking for 6 bookmarks, 24 replies, 83 retweets, and 113 likes. So you typically don't see them that large, but this is a pretty big one. And I mean, they're getting activity, right? So we can see they're almost done with this one, and they've got over 5,500 members, here in the Telegram. They entered trending, as well. So I did see the link at one point. So let's see if we can find that again. All right, so here we go. They're supposed to be number 3, on the leaderboard. So, okay, so there they are. They are actively on the leaderboard, which is, obviously what we want to see, right? So you don't get a portal, to go ahead and join on this one. So this is the actual channel. So just click on join. This is one you're going to go ahead and take a look at. We'll go ahead and move on up, see what else is going on here. I mean, just a lot of buy activity, getting some stuff, coming in from the community, too. In the pinned messages, you got some, going on here. Let's see here. So just talking about the fact that they're moving up, the trending leaderboard, which is helpful. AI, I think that was AI. Yeah. Okay, so they've got some exposure there. They got a roadmap, as well. So, all right. So, for this one, I think it definitely makes sense to go ahead and set, a couple of alerts, So we're sitting, this is saying 491 tab, can't really follow it there, but we'll go with this information of 488. Okay, so we're going to go to market cap and we're going to go to 488K. We're going to copy that. And then on the over, we're going to set this at 500. Okay. And then on the under, all right, so let's set the under like, I don't know, 420. 420K sounds good to me. Let's see if it triggers any of those. And CZ Fund, we're going to take a look, there, see what they got going on. And we do get a portal, here. So that's encouraging, right? So, okay. So we get evidence of a raid here. 3 replies, 5 retweets, 10 likes, so not super tiny, but not real big either, but they're getting some activity. Obviously 66% to go, on the replies, and 10% left to go on the likes, and then they've already completed the retweets. So this one looks like it might be a BSC token. So let me go back out here. Let's check that out just to be sure. I mean, it would make sense as BSC since it's CZ. So yeah, WVNB. So this is a BSC token. So let's head back on up here. That would be for me. Okay, so we saw the raid already. Let's see if they've got anything going on as far as trending is concerned. Let's also see when the last buy on this one took place, because that's important. If we didn't get a recent buy, then I wouldn't be interested in this one. So this one actually looks like it's outside of my 10-minute buy window. Yeah, by 2 minutes. So this one is one we're actually not even going to focus on, because for me, if you're new, I don't really focus on any tokens that don't have buys within that 10-minute buy window when you enter the chat. So yeah, if it's been 10 minutes, on my clock, which my clock is showing 46 after, and the last buy was showing 38 after, obviously, that means that, or actually, no, I'm wrong. They are within that 10-minute window. So yeah, that's my fault. I'm actually wrong on that one. So, because obviously, if we look at that last buy would have been at what? Let's see here. Last buy would have been 11:38. So 10 minutes from then would have been 11:48. So that's my bad. So bad math on my part. I do apologize. Now, with that being said, so we'll continue to look at this one actually. But, and I've mentioned before, if you have like a different, set of criteria in terms of, what would lead you to look at a token and what wouldn't lead you to take a look at a token, for me, 10 minutes, that 10-minute window is important to me. So, but obviously here in real time as I'm doing the video, you guys saw me and my inability to make sure that, hey, this was actually within the 10-minute window. So that's my mistake. But we did catch it, so that's important too, right? Okay, so we're going to continue to look at this. So we can see some other raids that were taking place, that they didn't complete. So, but they're giving the community obviously options, opportunities to go ahead and engage with those tweets on X, so that's important. So we're going to take a look here at the pinned messages, so if you got a blue tick, they want to raid, so they're willing to go ahead and mod a community member up if they've got a verified X account, so don't always see that, so that's pretty good. So if anybody's looking to go ahead and participate in, having a mod tag, in the community, all they got to do is have a verified X account. So they paid for 30x boost, there. They got some milestones. Obviously, first milestone here is 13 BNB donated, so, and I'm guessing that's to like, let's see here. They were donating that to CZ. So, I mean, that's pretty decent, if they donated that, from the community. All right, so they're working on a Telegram bot showing the total number of total amount sent to CZ so far. I think that's kind of cool, as well. So, I mean, I like what's going on here, so we'll come on back out and where are we at? So let's see here. The chart doesn't look too bad, but it does make some sense to go ahead and set a couple of alerts. So we'll do that. So we're going to go here and we're looking at 71. I don't know if this is going to line up or not, but we'll see. Yeah, 71. So 71K. So here we go. So 71K on the market cap. We're going to copy that one. All right, so there we go. And so on the over, I'd say, let's go to like, 80K. And let's make it 85. 85K on the over. And then on the under, we're going to paste in our found market cap. On the under, we're going to go to 50K. All right, so there we are on that as far as that's concerned. So there we go. And we're going to close this out. So now looking here at Collab Coin, nothing going on in the last 5 minutes, so that's not necessarily a good thing. Let's take a look. First thing we're going to be looking for is the last buy here. So we do have a verification portal, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we engage with that. We've got over 2,000 members here in the chat. So last buy, let's take a look. So let's see here. This is saying 11:34 right here. My clock says 11:50. So didn't catch the math right, on the last token, but this one's absolutely correct. This is outside of the 10-minute buy window. So we're going to go back out and we're going to leave CollabCoin alone. Now with this one, this is Evergrow. This is a BNB BSC token, and we're going to check out their community. So let's see what we got here. All right. All right, so we get that opportunity to go ahead and engage with this. So we got 300 members plus, here in the community. And let's see, last buy came in at 11:46. That was 4 minutes ago, which is good to see. We don't see any signs of any raiding yet, so we want to see some raids taking place. All right, so no raid. Okay, that's okay. Now, looking for any signs of trending. Haven't seen that yet either. Okay, so no signs of trending either. Okay, so let's see. Maybe they've got, like a raid or something going on for this one. No raids either. So no trending, no raiding, no boosts. So for this one in particular, for me, I don't really, the only thing I can figure that's driving the buys is people buying, but now you can see no activity here on the 5 minutes, and then the 1 hour is almost minus 50%. So I'd say for this one, we're probably going to leave this one alone. All right, so yeah, because you actually want to see some kind of catalyst in terms of them trying to grow the token with respect to marketing efforts, but we don't see boosts. I don't know if they've got Nitro, if they're on Dex tools, I can't tell that. No raids and no trending. So yeah, for this one, I'd say we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump out of this one. Sol audits. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at the Telegram. Okay, I clicked that. All right, so for this one, doesn't look like we get a portal, but the last buy came in, it looks like 7 minutes ago. All right, so that's good to see. And we're looking for any raids. I don't see any live trending through the major buy bot. All right, still not seeing anything. Nothing, and we got some spam here, so that's indicative of no active moderation, or maybe they just missed it, I don't know. All right, so we're going to take a look, here in the pinned messages, see what they got going on. So liquidity's locked. All right, every dip's an opportunity. They grew from 67K to 200K in just 2 hours. Okay, that's decent. All right, so they got a YouTube promo in progress. Okay, so that is them trying to do some marketing. Okay, not exactly sure what the details of that plan are, but okay, that's a good sign. All right, so that's saying they're live. They're considering burning liquidity. Okay, so sounds like there was a pre-sale. No, I can't even say that. Having the pink lock doesn't necessarily mean that they had a pre-sale. Okay, so let's see here. They were trending at one point, on DexView. Okay, all right, and they did have a raid at one point. So, okay, so things that I didn't see right away, I am seeing now that they did have at least the evidence of a raid. They were trending at one point. They got a YouTube promo that's supposedly coming. So let's go ahead and let's set a couple of different alerts, on this one. Okay, so here we are, and all right, so let's see here. Looks like they're at 118 according to the note or the tab. So 118K is going to be our found. And then we're going to move this to 130 as far as when to be alerted. And on the under, let's see here, 118. On the under, we're going to go to 90K. Okay, so there we go. So those are set. And looking at ante. Now, remember what I said before. What I said before is that you can have these, massive boosts, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the token is going to continue to go up. And I've seen plenty of times where it's happened where the tokens have actually gone down in regards to even when they've had a massive boost. So with that being said, what we're going to do, let's take a look, in their channel, see what they got going on. Okay, so here we go. All right, so they got over 1,500 members in here. Right away, we can see signs of a boost, or not of a boost, but of a raid. Looking for not 5 views, but they were looking for 15 replies, 15 retweets, and it looked like, 25 likes, I think. No, 30 likes. Okay. So, and everything else is completed. They're 83%, of the way on the likes. So, and with that many members, it shouldn't be long at all for them to go ahead and complete that. I wouldn't imagine. So, all right. So we did see active buys coming in. That's good to see as well. And let's see here. Moving forward. So we already saw the raid. Okay. We get evidence here of trending. Let's make sure they're on the leaderboard. 15, so they're at the very bottom, right? So it looks like they just fell off. So we caught that right before they fell off. So they have actually fallen out of trending. They were trending, but either way, we'll still consider it as a good signal that at least we know we did see them trending, right? So that's positive. Let's see here. Okay, they're wanting people to go ahead and read, the pinned messages. Apparently, we've got a roadmap as well. So they had a suspension, on X, but apparently they are trying to appeal that. Not sure where they're at in terms of the appeal. Okay, audit check, so blue check verified. So they're verified on X, okay. Okay, so, there's some positive things going on. So as far as this one's concerned, I definitely think it makes sense to go ahead and set a couple of alerts, so they're sitting at, this says 173, this says 158. We're going to go with what's in the tab because this will catch up to the tab. So let's see here, 173 is going to be our found market cap. I'm going to copy that. And then we're going to go to here, goes over, we're going to say, I don't know, let's put it at 190. 190K, okay, for the over. And then on the under, I'm putting in our found market cap. On the under, let's go to 140K, okay. Let's see if either of those trigger. Okay, we're going to close that out. And so this is Fart Dragon, still in that kind of farting meta. It's odd that we're still in that meta, but it is what it is. Okay, and this, let's see what's going on in the channel. Okie doke. So we do get a portal verification. Nothing wrong with that. 422 members here in the chat, but there's nothing going on in the chat. Okay, so for this one, definitely going to leave this one alone. Okay. I'm guessing, yeah, I was going to say migrated from Pump Fund, so they don't always have, these Telegram channels established. Sometimes I just go and, make sure they've got something there with a logo to say they've got a channel, but there's nothing that they've done to actually set it up, so yeah, so for this one, this is a no-go for us. And then Pixels, all right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at their channel, see what they got going on. All right, so we do get a portal verification. All right, so just take us a minute to get in there. Now, right away we see evidence of a raid, 5 bookmarks, looking for 5 retweets, 5 comments, and 5 likes. So they're making some progress on this, so it's always good to see. Community verification, community engagement, as far as the raids are concerned. All right, so we're moving up. We're taking a look, looking for any signs of trending. Okay, so this says fast track trending, but they haven't actually done that. So you'll know if they're trending because if the major buy bot, it'll say live trending, and then it'll give them, a number on their leaderboard. And typically, if it's anybody else, you'll know because they'll give you a link, if they're trending, and then you can match up, where they are in the leaderboard. So, okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We already see the raid. We don't see any sign of trending. We're taking a look at the pinned messages, security warning. Okay, so just giving the community some reminders. Okay, and let's see here. There's a raffle apparently, so that also helps to engage the community. There's a VC at one point. Okay, all right, so we're going to head back on out. And with that being said, makes sense here. I think based on where the candle is, I'm just going to set an under alert because I think it's a bit high to go ahead and set an over. So we're setting at 204 according to the tab. So this is going to be the market cap under, and we're going to put in our 204 found market cap. All right, we don't have to copy that. And then we're going to go ahead and put this down to 180K. All right, we'll see if it triggers. All right, and then we're looking at SLED. So SLED, we're looking at 67K. We're going to take a look at their Telegram. Now, not really crazy about SLED per se because, even though for some areas of the world it's still kind of snowing, we're actually, more than halfway through. We're actually, at this point, halfway through February, and we know that once you get through January and February, which are your 2 coldest months in the winter, now you're basically heading into spring, so I don't know that I'm so crazy about this one just because, we're not really in the, peak, or not peak, but in the early stages of winter where more people are engaging, with, winter-oriented tokens. So right now we can see that they're trending. Let's see if they're on the leaderboard. So number 6 would be SLED. Yes, they are. So here we go. Let's see, let's go back here and let's see, did I do? Yeah, I did. Okay, so here we are. And let's see here. So they're trending. They got the, I think I saw a raid, right? Or did I not? I did. Yeah, we did. So as far as the raid is concerned, we didn't talk about this, but they're looking for 9 replies, 7 retweets, 9 likes, and they're making some progress, completing their raid. So, okay, 900 plus holders, over 500,000 in volume, over 200 community members, so yeah, I mean, they're making some strides, in terms of trying to grow the community and growing the, overall exposure, of the token too. But like I said, as far as like sentiment associated with like a winter sled kind of token, I just don't know that it's there. Okay. I think, personally, maybe they might make another run, but I think more than likely this one's probably going to go down. So I'm not going to be one to watch this one in particular because I think I'm right about it. With that being said, I think that's going to do it for us, in regards to today's video. Thanks so much as always, guys, for joining us here on another day, in the series, basically just kind of looking around Dexscreener and seeing what we can find. So again, like I said in the beginning, if you think somebody can get some value, out of this series and out of the information being shared here, as we navigate Dexscreener each day, or at least as often as possible throughout the week, be sure to share the channel with them, and so they can get some value out of it, just like I hope you are too. So thanks so much for watching, guys, as always. And with that said, gonna leave it there, and we'll see you on the next video.